Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1. Looks like video is working. Little bars for sound are moving, so I think we're good to go. So we are back on the ship, and in the last episode we were working on the crane. Now we've got it mostly built. However, we have some issues. One, it's not sealed. Two, we got to figure out all the controls. So all of the controls are not yet set up yet. And there was only so much I could do with the turret controller, so I'm wondering if I even need that at this point, or if I should just kind of get rid of it. And then I can put this kind of in there and then just work on the controls sort of manually. It's kind of my thought anyways. But, I mean, like, the only thing the turret controls are really doing for me here is if I hop into here, right, and I control this, right, I can spin it. And that's pretty much the only thing that's happening. And then, you know, I can't see that, you know, I can't make it move in this view, right? So it kind of doesn't really help me all that much, which kind of sucks. Whereas if I'm in, you know, the actual seat right now, I can actually be in third-person view and, you know, spin things around. So, yeah, it's just going to be kind of annoying, I guess. But, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take this thing out, and then we just won't worry about using this at all. So that'll go there. We'll take this out, and we'll put that kind of where that was. And we can then seal this up properly, and it should work just fine. All right, so we're going to grab this industrial cockpit again, and that will go there. Oh, that's probably going to have to go out to the edge there. Okay, so that's going to be, let's do a four-way passage. Four-way, there we go. So now we can get over here, you know, whatever. We can walk all around. And then I can put this on the front of this. And then that should get me... And actually, can I get this thing to... Actually, let's just do it like this. I don't know. It's going to look weird. I don't think there's any way for me to get around that. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. That's going to be out too far. That's going to look kind of weird. Viking, welcome. I'm seeing 3 emojis. 2 of them look like beer. The first one looks like a cupcake in a glass. I'm not sure what that one is. All right, but we'll put that there for now, and that's just going to be kind of what it is. And then we'll take a window, and we'll set this up into here. Now, that should seal. And then I'll just put like a, I don't know, catwalk or something on top of here. There we go. We have a green light. That means that we are sealed. All right, and then gravity generator, I don't have to worry about that too much because it's very, very narrow and it just kind of follows this along. All right, but I can now get kind of all the way around in here. So now I get to set up all of this craziness. So let's go with the rotor first, and then we're gonna need, we'll put this at the end, right? So that'll be speed up, speed down. So increase velocity and then decrease velocity. So if we want to go one way, so that should work like that, and then we can kind of get ourselves sort of aligned. And then I have to get the camera view just to kind of make sure that I'm aligned with stuff. Now I think while I'm in this view, I can still use all the buttons. Yeah. So that should be fine there. It sucks that I can't use the mouse though, because that was kind of what I was hoping for. But, you know, it is what it is. And then the other thing is I can go, like, third person view, which will allow me a much greater view of how to get around this thing. So that should be useful. And then, let's see, I'm going to need the magnet. And that's going to be a switch lock. Okay. And then, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, uh-oh. The uh-oh is I have 3 sets of pistons that I have to activate, and I have 5 spaces. I can take the rotors off of here and put them into this control 2. Yeah, so I can put them in here. Rotor. Viking says, I'm not sure what it is. I'm on my phone and it looked like a shot glass. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, so now we're going to need increase velocity, decrease velocity. Okay, so that will kind of arrange us that way. Now, the only bad thing about doing this is I'm going to have to switch between these two things in order to get a hold of the other pistons on here working properly. All right, so now we have the crane extension. So that's going to be these ones. Now that is going to be the one that's set up in there. And then I've got to find that piston there. And that is going to be crane elevation, I think. So this is going to be increase and decrease. Okay. And then we're going to need the other, let me see, where is it? Piston, elevators, crane retract. Yeah, so that'll be this one. And then we will increase velocity, decrease velocity. And then we'll go into the group here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to control those as well as I want. Unless I do this in a different way. So I'm going to do an on-off, and then I'm going to do a reverse. Okay. So now I've got in the little toolbar that you see above, you know, all of my little buttons there, kind of tells me like what each thing is doing, right? And the one that's in blue that says, you know, pistons crane extension, that's a group. All right, so we have the crane retract, we have the crane elevation, so that's going to be 3 and 4, right? So this is how we lift up the crane and, you know, bring it back down again. And then because this one is just like a single piston, it's a bit more easy to control. And then that should be good there. Okay. Oh, and there's the other piston there too. I have so many pistons. How am I going to do this? So the other piston that I've got is the one that connects the groups of pistons to the rest of the crane. That one has to be controlled too. And I think that one is... Nope. Okay, so now I can move it forward and then stop it and then turn it back on to keep moving it forward. And then I can turn that off. And then if I want this to retract, I just have to kind of toggle it, and then I can sort of tell where it's got to go, right? So, and then we've got 7 and 8, and these ones are for, let me see, I believe that one is for the one at the end, or it's supposed to be for the one at the end. Of course, this isn't moving, which is not great. Oh, there we go. Why is it still moving outwards? That's weird. Which piston is that activating right now? Oh, that's not even the right piston. Well, so that means that this is the wrong one. So this one has to go off, this one has to go off, and then I have to search for the other piston. Crane extend A, B, C, and then the crane retract. Piston elevator, grinder pit, grinder pit, grinder pit. Is it that one? Does it not have a name? Okay, hang on. Okay, so this piston right here, right? This one does not have a name. This is why names are important. What is this one going to be? Piston elevation, or no, this should be to level it, I guess. Because it's kind of what it does, is this brings it down and then brings it up till, like, until it's level. Okay, so, and then there's the other piston, and that piston is the one that's up here, right? Now what is this one called? Crane magnet. Okay. So I've got that one too. All right. So is that? All right. So I'm going to take these ones and put them in there with the rotating one, because I think it makes more sense to have those kind of together. So then we'll go over here to this one, and then piston crane elevation. I think that was it. And then this is going to be increase velocity and then decrease velocity. Okay. So if we increase and then if we decrease, it goes backwards. And then we can kind of control that through here, and then we can also control this as well. All right, so we can move stuff over. We can go quite fast. Is there a way to limit the RPMs in this thing? I have no idea. Rotor, crane. Okay. There is no way to limit the speed on here, so I just got to be very, very careful and I don't spin it like a crazy person. All right, so with that, we can then bring this back over this way. And then if we realign ourselves, we can kind of align over there, I guess. No, other way. Okay, good. And then from here, we probably want to bring that down to about right there. That should be good, right? All right, and now I have to go back onto this one. Okay, so then I need piston, extend, crane magnet. Okay, that's the one that I'm going to need to control as well. So we'll put that one here to increase velocity and decrease velocity. Good. Crane retract, dock elevator, elevator, grinder pit. Okay, and then this piston for leveling is going to be the other one that we need. All right, so now for this one, we go. And that just kind of brings this over to level, right? Say we'll go up, I don't know, a little bit more. Right, and then from here, we can then extend this out as far as we need to, really. Goes up pretty far. All right, and then we have to extend this one out. Ooh. Okay. So that is basically the full extent of our piston system. That's as far as it can reach. So now we just got to make sure that our ship is within range of that. Is that really as far as that goes? Yes, it is. Okay. Look at this thing going crazy. Luckily, there's nothing for it to magnetize to. All right. So with that, let's move ourselves a little bit closer. Probably not too close. I don't know how far until those guns hit the dock. Okay, that's about as close as I'm comfortable getting. So I'm thinking maybe we need to do something else. Or I could move the ship around to go alongside the crane. That could potentially work. But I'm gonna need some oxygen real quick, so I'm gonna go get some. Let's see, we'll go down to here. And we're filling up on oxygen, good. Excellent. Gordon McAllister, welcome, says, greeting engineer. Greetings to you as well. All right, so that is the full extent of our crane. It goes out pretty far, but I think our dock kind of doesn't agree very much with this, unless I move the dock out over there. In which case, I mean, that would be pretty easy to set up, I think. And I just have to redo the entire dock, which, you know, not a big deal. I do, however, want to mark where these corners are supposed to be. Right, so that can go in there like that. And then like that. And then this needs to go... yeah, one more. All right, and then that is where that is, and then that is where that can be. And then that, actually, I think that works out pretty nicely. Alright, so that'll be where that dock goes. And then we can just kind of build this over to kind of go alongside here, which is actually decently good. And then we can bring this over to here. And then we'll put a curve on here because we can. And then we'll go over here with these. and we'll connect it with that. Oh, right. I needed to change that to that. Good. That can go there, and then this can go there and there. Good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I mean, I could build this out and just put like another one of those on here, but we'll see. Okay, so now what I can do is just disconnect over here, and the Bobs should have more than enough fun ripping this apart. So we'll take all of that out. And then we'll take out that, and that, and that. And there goes the rest of the dock. There you go, Bob's work fast. All right, so now that I have that done, we can go back into the wood, but first, before I do that, let me retract the crane. And then we'll just kind of move the ship over to the shorter dock. All right, so let me see. Okay, so I think that is good. And then, let's see, now I think it's these ones or these ones. Yeah, that's the level, so it's 5 and 6. All right, good. It's gonna be a little, yeah, that should be fine. And that just kind of pulls itself up. I'm talking about the magnet at the end, it just kind of pulls itself in there. So that should be good. All right. Now, from here, we drop this back down. And then that's good. Okay, so now we have lots more room to move the ship around. And then we'll build a dock over on the other side. So that way the ship pulls kind of in between the two docks, and we can access it from both sides, I guess. All right, so first off, let's get the ship straight. There we go. Right now we're just kind of moving, grooving, chilling. Should be good about right there. Okay, now that should be well within the range of our crane, and it should be able to reach pretty much anything, well, any of those really. Okay, so the other thing that I want to do is put on some lights in here, so that way we can see when we're getting close. So I'm just gonna grab like a few of these, I think. And then we'll get that going out to there. Get that going out to there, and we'll move this one over here as well. I'm not really going to worry too much about the color of these things. I just need them to go out, 50,000 meters, or 20. That works too. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal. All right, now all this is going to do is just kind of let me see as a visual representation of how close we are to the dock. So you can see how it kind of shows on the ship right there. So when I'm looking or driving the ship from third person, so now I can kind of see how close I am. So I can actually move and kind of get a better idea of where I need to be. Now, that being said, I don't want to be too close on this side, especially when I put the dock in here. So I'm going to run the dock off of this edge here, and that's going to be just kind of where it goes. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. right. And then as long as I pull the ship kind of in between these two docks, should be fine. Now I need more plate. How far out do I want to go? I have no idea. Okay, well that was 100 plates used. That should be decent there. Okay, so now start putting in these things. All right, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th, that is when we do this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so we'll go out one more, and then we'll just kind of put those kind of on the corners, and that should be good. Wow, that is not where you were supposed to go, sir. All right, and then that can go there, and there, and there, and there, and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. And this I'm just gonna run all the way into the asteroid. Because why wouldn't I? Okay. Okay. Now, this can go over here, and we have an idea of where these things are supposed to be. All right, good. So that is going to be our new deck, and that should give us plenty of room to kind of pull in between here. And we should be able to get our crane to grab onto one of these things. So that's what we're going to attempt to do now. And as long as I can do that, I'd say we're pretty good. All right. So, can I bring this up anymore? No, probably not. Okay. Okay, so I need the level, so that'll be 3 and 4. All right, and then for 5 and 6, we're going to reverse this. And we'll just kind of hold it about right here first, and then we'll extend this out. Oh, whoopsies. Might help if I make sure that we're properly aligned. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about now? Is that better? Are we good? That was rough. It's very strong. It's very, very strong. We pushed right through that. Like it was nothing. Okay, but yeah, and we killed the magnet as well, so that's cool. Hello? What are you doing? Where? No, go down. Why is this not going down? Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay. Jeez. This thing is not easy to use. Not easy at all, actually. Alright. Now I have to put the magnet back on here, because we kind of destroyed it a little bit. My bad. And then this is going to be called magnet crane. Okay. So make sure you're pushing the correct buttons when you think you're pushing the buttons. Alright, so now I gotta go back through here, find the magnet, throw it back on here, do the switch lock. Okay. So now, we go on to 8 and 9. Okay. Okay, why are you stuck? Why is this stuck? Okay, that was weird. Okay, so that's all the way out. Alright, so now let's just make sure that we're aligned, sort of. Alright, now, 5 and 6. Okay, so that will just kind of continue to move us outwards till we get to there. And then I still got to go a little bit farther. Alright, now from here, I have to drop this down. This is going to be terrifying. Okay, that definitely needs a lighter touch. Jeez. See, this is why I wanted all of this to be controlled with the turret controller, right? But I can't control pistons with the turret controller, so this doesn't really work. Okay, Mr. Magnet on the end there, could you maybe stop swinging around so much? I mean, it's working as it should. It's just a little temperamental. There we go. Okay, so we got it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now that we have it, we have to disconnect this. So that'll be off. There we go. Okay, so now I have it, and I gotta take this thing off. Actually, let me just bobbinize it. Okay, so now I have to be very, very careful and bring that in here without hitting the very, very, very explosive tanks on anything. Yeah. Okay. So first off, let's bring this up a little bit. That is terrifying. Okay. How you doing over there? You okay? Klang's not happy with me. I'll tell you that much. He's like, what the hell are you trying to do? It's like, I'm trying to make a crane, Lord Klang. I'm trying to make a crane, okay? That's all I'm trying to do. All right, so now what I want to do is, okay, so we have 5 and 6, so we're going to turn this on and then reverse it. And that should bring these in here without hitting them on the ship. Okay, so we hit them on the ship a little bit. That's all right. Okay. Now, we probably want to raise this up a little bit more. Okay, so that'll be good, right? Right. All right, Klang. Klang, it's okay. It's okay, Klang. Our Lord and Savior. It's okay. Just calm down. All right. So now we're going to go over to here. And we're going to rotate. Nope. This. Ooh. Ooh. That's... I forgot about the sail. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is not working as well as I had hoped. It just like broke right off of there. Like... All right, Tug, you're up. Man. All right, let's see. I mean, honestly, it would be easier just to use the tug to move this thing, because this is just kind of ridiculous. All right, so can we just like grab onto this thing? Thanks. Oh, this is not going to be a good idea at all. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is too much weight. Too much weight. Oh, this is not. Where are we swinging into? Can we? Nope. Stop. Remember what I said about making sure not to hit those tanks, those very explosive tanks on anything because they're explosive? Yeah. Yeah, about that. Okay. So there is 2 of my salvage tanks now destroyed. That's cool. Why is... Okay. Let's increase... Wow. Okay. Alright, so how is this thing supposed to go back onto here? And... yeah, so that's what I hit right there. That's what broke everything. Okay. So, pulling cargo off of a ship with sails that aren't actual fabric, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Okay, so what even happened here? Did I just kill an entire piston? Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. course I need oxygen because why wouldn't I need oxygen? The good thing is I didn't damage the ship. I mean, I did, but like the Bobs fixed it, so. See, this is why I want to have a turret-controlled crane. But I can't do that and have pistons doing the motion. So that means that this would have to be a complete rebuild, which I don't want to do, simply put. All right, so if I broke a piston off of here, well, first I got to figure out how this thing goes back in here. Okay, so that needs to retract, but I can't do that because there's no power connected. Okay, so that needs to go there. So I'm just going to grab this thing and sort of put it in place where I think it needs to go, and then I'll figure out what piece is broken. All right, so we need to go this way so that we can connect onto this thing. And then we'll go down a little bit. I'm going to connect directly to that, so that's what it is. All right, now we need to rotate this and then bring it up and then bring it down into here. And then drop it down. Apparently the mass block survived. We can all rejoice. All right, so this thing has to go onto here in some sort of fashion. Okay, so like in here, right? Okay, so then this is going to need a piston to go back here and to connect onto that. Okay. See, this is why you don't mess with Clang. Clang don't mess around. So that'll get us somewhere over in here, and then I should be able to connect those, I think. I believe there is an attach function. So now I just got to get this thing to line up properly. Am I hitting something? No, I'm just off. Okay. I mean, I am hitting something. Okay, so let me swing this thing out of the way so I'm not hitting the sail. It's annoying. Okay, so now that I have that, okay, so that needs to go down like that. That needs to somehow fit onto there. I think that's roughly how that has to be. So I'm gonna back off of this because I don't know how this is gonna react once I reconnect it. Here we go. Oh my god. Why? Why have you forsaken me, Clang? Let's see. How far out is this currently? Is it too far out for me to... Oh, geez. Yep, too far out for me to get it. Okay. Well, that took off in a hurry. That's cool. I think it's safe to say the crane is dead. Or at least this version of it. It's a good thing I disconnected the tug. Alright, so our Lord and Savior Clang did not approve of my crane design, which means that I have to do better next time. Alright, so that can all just get disconnected then and broken apart. And that can go, and then this can go, and this can go, and that can go, and that can go. Alright. Okay. Okay. All right, how do we want to salvage this? Actually, you know what? I don't want to do this. I want to go with this instead. Of course, that doesn't really look like it fits on there all that well. do I want this to look now? Because I'm fairly certain I can't do what I want to do, which would be to put like another one of these on here. Oh, it will let me. Oh, good. Alright, so now I gotta get these things to align and connect to each other, and then I have to group these things so they all move at the same time. Okay, so piston, crane, height, V1. Piston, crane, height, V2. Piston, crane, height, A1. Crane, height, A2. All right, so now I get to take all of these. A2, B2. Okay, so all of these get to be connected. I don't know why this is showing this as if it's on a different grid. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Okay, so pistons, crane, height. Save. Okay, so now we can do this, and then we need a merge block. Go here to here. Good. So those are now locked. And then I'll use this opportunity to connect these. So this is going to be an on-off and then a reverse. So now these should, it's not letting me zoom in, whatever. Okay, so that should give us a decent amount of height, right? And we can still spin as needed. Although I would like to put a custom turret controller again on here and at least control the rotation with that so I don't spin it like crazy or hit the wrong button and have it go and explode, because we don't like things that explode. Alright, so turret controller. And we'll just kind of put that up there. And then, I don't know, we'll just do something silly like that. Or something even sillier. Like that. Okay. Oh, hey. Tug is right there. Let's maybe move that out of the way. Okay. So now that that's done, all right, so from here I want these to connect. So I've already got that, so let's just have these beam blocks go across here. And that one is supposed to be able to go onto there, but apparently not. All right, whatever, it's fine. Why did you just do that? That's dumb. Okay. Merge. Okay. And then off, on, merge, good. All right, now those are joined together. And I can take these apart again. All right. All right, so next thing. We have to do our extension. So that's gonna have to be put on here somehow. I kind of want to do, actually, can I, we have a curve block, right? Oh, that looks terrible. I mean, it's supposed to go in there like that, not like that. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay, so this can go into there. Good. And that can go onto there because reasons. Okay. Now, put this over here because we have to put some pistons in here on the side. So we're going to have piston A, piston B, and piston C all on there. And that is, well, I don't know if I would say that it's too long, but yeah, that sail's definitely going to be in the way. Whoa, 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 what happened here? Did I break this too? Okay. Okay, so we don't need, it's too long, right? So we're too long by about 3 blocks, so we don't need that block, we don't need any of those, and then we'll just redo these. Let's see, Dr. Kosanov says, how goes the over-engineered but fun crane project, or are you making a gun now? It's a bit stubby there at the bow of your ship. Yes, it is. Klang did not approve of my crane design, and so in order to appease Klang, I, well, took the remains of it and, well, started over, basically. So I'm going with a simpler design, which should hopefully work just as well. And I'm going to see if I can get the turret controller in there working as well. We'll see how that goes. Did it clang today or yesterday? It clanged today. Not only did it clang, you will notice that I am missing 2 hydrogen tanks. Dr. Kosanov says that he passed out yesterday. Yes, you did. But that's okay. All right. Now we have 6. Okay, and we want this to go. I mean, honestly, we probably do want this to go here. But yeah, I managed to extend the crane, and I picked up the 2 tanks that I had here, had them picked up, and I was about to pull them in, and then it hit this corner right here, which then broke, well, it destroyed one of the tanks, and then it broke off the top extension piece. And so then I got the tug out to try to grab that and reconnect it. And then the tug obviously is not built for moving large grid objects. So it started spinning almost, well, uncontrollably, basically. And then the tank hit the deck of the ship and exploded. So that was the second tank gone. And then after that, I took the remaining piece, which was, because you can still see, or at least the mass block was over there. I don't know where it went. But yeah, so I took the remaining part of the crane, tried putting it back on there, got it all lined up. And then when I attempted to get it to connect via the piston, because I had the piston head remaining, so, and it was not this one, but the extended piston over here on this side. So I had the piston head still on there, right? So I just put another piston on here, extended it out, aligned the top part so it would fit. And then I went over to this little piston and I said attach, and then Kling decided to say, F you, F your crane, I'm gonna blow everything up and then make it go flying away from you at about 100 meters per second. So that's kind of what happened there. Yeah. Yeah. So now, in order to appease Lord Kling, I am attempting to build a much simpler crane. Dr. Kosanov says, I'm going back to see the fireworks. It would make for a great short. Maybe, but then I'd have to do editing, and I'm not very good at editing at all. Let's see. So piston, extension A. No, crane extension. Crane extend. Crane extend A. And then piston, crane, extend B, piston, crane, extend C. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna put that block on there now and then tell you to go back. And we'll put this piece on there as well. And then this will have an extended piston. And then this is going to be crane extend, extension, extend, crane extend D. And this one's just going to be out there like that. Now we can go with, I don't know, pipes or something. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so pipe. Okay, and then we'll go with a panel on the end, if it will let me place it. There we go. So that can go into there. Why is this not aligning correctly? Did I mess something up? I probably messed something up. Is this whole thing supposed to be a move forward one? I didn't think so. I mean, it's fine. I'll just make it work. Alright, so that can go there, that can go there. And then this one, although it is not going to be connected, can go here. And then we'll build this one up kind of on the side here, like that. And we'll put that onto there. Of course, it's not going to let me do that. Then we'll do a button. And then with this will just be the crane extension. I should probably have this directed somewhere else. And then also, I want this to be angled out that way. So that's going to be another thing to do. But I guess for right now, we'll just control this with the rotor buttons. That should work. All right. Basically, I want this to not be facing towards the ship when I try to get this thing working. Nope. We'll go this way. Okay. Good enough. Okay. All right, so this now gets to be adjusted. Text images, crane, extend, / retract. Good. Okay. Then we can set this thing up. Well, first off, I have to make a group out of all of these pistons. Crane extend A, B, C, D, and D. Okay, so pistons, crane, extend. Okay, and that gets to go with the groups and crane extend. And reverse. Good. There we go. Going outwards, doing its thing. Pulling everything forward. I think that's okay. I just heard something outside. I'm gonna be back real quick. Just give me like a minute. All right, false alarm. Something just fell over in the garage. I fixed it. All right. So now we are back here. We have the full extension of this thing going on. All right, so now we get to do that, and we get to do that. All right, now if I bring this back, it should all sit on top of everything. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck, because that would suck. No, good. All right. All right. So now that we have that, oh, it's not gonna let me put anything here. That's cool. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll just push that back out again, and we'll build normally, I guess. All right, so that gets to go out Why is that not letting me place that? Come on, man. Okay, can I place this one? Really? Really? Alright, so this has got to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, and then 7, right? Okay, and then I'll see if I can, if it'll let me build up this side. Nope, of course not. Okay, so now that we have that, I still gotta fix that thing. Ugh. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I still just want to have one piston in here because I want the 2 links of the chain still. I just would prefer that it not be so crazy, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? All right, so let's bring this back in. I mean, it's pretty smooth moving. And then once it's all in here, oh no, it's not long enough. Okay, so I need to go 1 more block. All right, that's fine. Well, if it's 1 extra block, I might be able to put in 2 pistons. That could be a possibility. So that can go there, that can go there, and we'll go back over to here and here. All right, so if I put piston and then piston, I would have link, link, mass block, and magnet. Okay, that would work. Okay. So piston again. Unable to place piston. ¿Por qué? Because you don't want to, that's why. Okay. Dr. Kilsino says, I swear Frank Sinatra singing Come Fly With Me started playing in my head when the crane started flying. Explosion was pretty, though. Impressive flight time for the arm towards the end. Yeah. Yep. Okay, why can I not place this piston here, sir? Alright, fine. We'll take this piece off. That'll get destroyed, and then we'll put the piston in there, and then we'll put that in there on the side. Does that gonna work better? You gonna be happy with that, sir? Okay, can we, like, why is this, what? Okay, whatever, I don't even know, dude. Okay, hinge. Okay, why are you missing a hinge head, sir? Kidding me? Dude, why is this so annoying? Dude, just put a hinge head on there. It's not that hard. Or a piston head, whatever the hell it's called. There, you happy now? So annoying. And now I can't put that there because reasons. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me place it because of that block down there. It's just annoying. Why is this so annoying? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. One. Okay. Now, can you please go back out there the way you were supposed to. 2, 3, all right, 4. Okay. Now, are we good? That's not going to let me place it there, so then now I have to retract this thing, but not all the way retracted because then I won't be able to place the blocks, so I need to be in between the retraction so that way I can place the blocks. So now that I've placed the blocks, in order to place the other blocks, I need to extend the crane again. This is annoying. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Kosnov, I kind of figured that was going to happen. But I think it was mostly because too many people who sort of see the world the same way I do complained about it, said, hey, this is a site for 13 plus, maybe we shouldn't have that kind of thing on here because, you know, decency. Alright, then mass block. Alright, so mass block can go in there like that, and then at the end of the mass block, we do the magnet. Okay, now, with that being said, this is probably going to not like that, so I have to take out this block and then put in one of these blocks so that way the dead hinges don't start going crazy. Okay, so with that, now we can get rid of this, and get rid of this, and get rid of this. The crane is still in one piece. Then, because this is a weak point, can't really do anything there because it's got to fit on. Okay, so we're just gonna have to make it work, I guess. All right, so this hinge, dead hinge. This hinge, dead hinge. Good. Dr. Klosanov says, I honestly don't have an issue with artistic impression or artistic expression. It can be a great way to be expressive. However, with the site itself, you have to be specific and limited. Otherwise, all you do is invite chaos. I don't know. I think there's a time and a place for things like that. And that site is neither the time nor the place. I mean, there are other sites where you can do that aren't 13 plus. So okay, now hopefully this all just kind of fits back wonderfully. It's actually pretty good. So that is our complete extension module right there. Goes out pretty freaking far, as you saw, but then it folds back into this nice little compact thing, which is nice. It's a little back heavy, but that's fine. Okay, so piston, crane, magnet A. Piston, crane, magnet B. All right, so with that there, like that, let's extend it out one more time. Oh, and yeah, that should be a smart block with that on there, but what I can do here is put a camera on here. So I'm going to need one for the turret controller, of course. And then we'll just kind of face it forward from here. Now, because that has computers in there, it counts as a smart block, so that should protect this entire top section from the bobs. And it should allow me to also allow the turret controller to control the rotation here. Okay, so now these things need to be grouped. All right, so where are we? Crane, piston, magnet, right. Piston, crane, magnet, AB. So this will be group pistons, crane, magnet, save. Okay, now we reverse both of those. And we get our little chain effect going. That should be reacting with the gravity field in here. And then with that all extended all the way out, we should be able to reach out very far. Yeah, that's pretty far, I would say. Now, is it far enough to reach those? I don't know. Do I want to test it? I'm afraid. Actually, I wonder if I should take the camera and move it forward one and then put a button where this is. I think that probably makes more sense. Because then I can control this manually with this button. Okay, so let's go into here, text and images, edit. Crane, wow. Magnet extension. Good. All right. And this just needs to get bigger. Should be good. And then we can set up the button. Groups, crane magnet, extend, retract, or just reverse. Okay. I don't know why you're up here, but that's a very strange place for you to be, sir. All right. Let's see. Oh, and Dr. Close Enough, I noticed something else too. Facebook, it would seem, has adopted a policy where tasteful that seems to be allowed on the site, because I've been seeing more stuff in my feed that has, like, you know, mother's nursing or something, like everything exposed. So yeah, I don't know, like the world is going a little crazy, I think. Okay, so with that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistons worth of extension here, which is a lot, I would say. So let's bring that in, and then we'll bring this in as well. And that all just kind of goes back into this nice, lovely little package. Did that just break off? Looks like it broke off. Dr. Close Enough says, I'm surprised about the Facebook terms of service update, but the nursing thing makes sense since it falls under a federal protection. I mean, once again, decency, right? Like, they're not many, but there are kids who use Facebook. And, I don't know. Personal opinion, gotta protect the kids. Straight up. All right, so let's see what I can do here. Elevation assigned camera, top mounted camera 2. I have to name that, right? All right, so this is going to be, that is not what I clicked on, sir. Camera. Great. Okay, that'll work. Maybe, who knows? Camera, crane. Okay. Azimuth rotor is going to be rotor for the crane. Elevation rotor, I don't have one. The only thing I can control with this is hinges and rotors, so I can't control pistons. Azimuth velocity multiplier, we'll go down to like 3. I don't want that to move too quickly. Angle deviation, available tools or weapons. Add tool or weapon. Does that include magnets? No. Okay. Always aim at sun. Enable AI. Aiming radius. Idle movement is off. We're not going to be targeting anything. Don't enable target locking, target options. No. Okay. Dr. Kilsonov says, I disagree with you on that one for the nursing thing, since that's literally meant for infants. Yes, infants, not children. Besides that, there are filters built in based on age of use, but I respect your opinion. I mean, if there's filters, fine. Like, I'm cool with that, but I don't know, if there isn't filters, then, All right, so, turret controller, this thing right here, we're going to control, there we go, that can all go off, basically all of this can go off, this can go off as well, this can also go off, this can also go off. I'll go back here. But yeah, I mean, I'm cool with people disagreeing with me. Like, you don't all have to agree with me. And I don't have to agree with all of you. And that's just the way it should be. I mean, freedom of speech, right? But there's a lot of companies out there who disagree with that. So, all right. So now, yes, this I like. It's slow, agreed, but I'm cool with it. All right. That's to exit camera view, right? And that's all it can do is just that. Okay. All right, so then the height pistons. Crane height, okay. And this is going to be, let's just do a reverse and then an on-off. It seems to be like the easiest way to make this stuff work. Yeah, okay. So now we can do that, and then if we want to be a little bit more careful about how we do this, and then that all comes back down, and hopefully it sits in there properly and it doesn't hit the top of that. Should be fine, I think. Uh-oh. I think we're stuck on something. Dr. Kilsnov says, your opinion is as valid as mine, and there's room for disagreements. Only becomes an issue when that opinion infringes on another's liberties. Okay, so that does not like that there, which I suppose should make sense, right? So let's just get this out. Get that out. Okay. So now that can go down all the way, and then I just need to figure out how to get these things to work better. I mean, we've got this thing, right? So I can put this in there, and that'll be just kind of like how this goes. And then this. Oh. Right. These are now disconnected. Yeah. Because these are technically on a different grid than that, and on a different grid than that. So I have to get these things to connect again before I can put that piece in there. Okay, so merge block. Good. Okay, so now I can go into here. That should be good there. All right. Okay, so when everything is now contracted, that is how big our crane is. Now, this thing is supposed to lay down, of course, but apparently it doesn't want to do that. So what I can do with this is we'll turn this on, and I'm going to have to update this so that way the upper limit is 0. That way it shouldn't bend any higher than that. Then I'll have to do the same thing on this one. Make this upper limit 0 as well. Okay, so we are going to turn this one back on. And this needs to go down. If it will. Looks like it will. It doesn't want to. It doesn't like it. But it will. Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Okay. Good. Upper limit, going to be 0 again. And then we'll turn this one off, and we'll turn this one back off. Okay. So now they won't flip up anymore. They'll just go until they're straight. And then they can bend down, but they can't bend up any farther than that. Let's see. Dr. Close Enough, if that is who you are thinking of, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. You guys can talk about it, of course, but I will not be reading that particular comment. Okay. So, here's our crane. I think it looks It looks good when it's all, you know, compressed. Now, the only thing is I need to see if I can get it to reach over there. So that's going to be fun. And then the tug, provided I don't break anything else, should be fine. All right, we good? We good. All right. That is locked, right? Is that locked? I think that's locked. Yeah, green means locked. All right, good to go. Viking says, yeah, smart zero. I mean, that's, I mean, plus if you start talking about that, there's a certain former presidential family that might come after you a little bit. So yeah, if I can just completely avoid that, I think that'd probably be for the best. Also, the front of my ship is kind of bugging me, so I gotta fix that. All right, so column. And then we gotta get the wood texture, and then that. All right, and then from here, I think we did a block. Sci-fi interior wall, pipeworks. I had no idea that all of this stuff was included in there with the cylinder or the column. Well, that's crazy. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll go here, or do I want to do something else? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something else. I'm going to grab this T section here because it aligns with the columns, but it also gives me a flat spot to put a magnet on there. And then I can go back into here and then get this back to wood texture. And that can go there. And then we can grab a magnet and throw that in there. Now that should hopefully lock. I'm hoping it locks. Yep, it locked. Okay, good. Let's see. Dr. Kosanov says, oh wow, I had no idea that's what that was. I thought this was in reference to the means for space propulsion. Mm-hmm. All right, so I hit the end of that on the asteroid as I was trying to move it closer, so yeah, that's what happened there. But now it should be fixed somewhat, maybe. All right. So with that, we are going to try to align this with one of those hydrogen tanks and see if we can extend it out far enough to actually collect it. So first things first is we're just going to sort of, should I go for the closer one? Well, if I go for that one, right, the sail is going to be in the way. So we'll go for this one, right? Okay, and then from here, we can move ourselves up, all while watching all of this happen, which is good, I think, maybe, possibly. And we'll turn that off right there. And I need oxygen, apparently. I mean, this thing is connected and everything, but it just, I mean, it's not connected, but it is sealed. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. All right, so now from here, we get to extend out our pistons. So I get to figure out how to make all that work, so that'll be fun. All right, so first things first. Everything's on a group, so that's good. And then we're going to set these up the same way. So this will be an on-off, and then also a reverse. And then for the crane magnet, this will be an on-off and a reverse. Okay, so a little bit simplified with all of the stuff, but hopefully it will work. So we are going to reverse, and then we could probably also reverse that as well. It'll just kind of sit down there, I guess. And we'll see how far out that goes. I didn't want to go too far there because I don't know actually how close I am to those. So what I want to do now is we're going to go up a little bit higher. No, there. No, we'll go to about right there. I think that'll be good. Okay, and then we'll take these and we'll extend those out again. And we'll see how far we can get with that. And if it's close enough. Survey says it is not. But, I mean, that reaches pretty far. So, I mean, for being such like a compact little crane, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how far that reaches. Because, I mean, that's easily to these middle blocks, right? It's just not quite over here to these blocks. And I don't want to get too much closer over there because, you know, reasons. So what I can do is I'm going to disconnect this thing. So that'll disconnect that, turn off the power, and then hopefully I'm going to take the tug and move that and see if I can connect it onto there. Now that mass block should be interacting with the gravity on the ship. We'll see if it will actually do that though. Okay, so tug, right, there we go. Let's see, Dr. Close Enough says, well then, on a later topic, I applaud your tenacity and stubbornness. GG on that. Thank you. Alright, and then I'm going to take this thing, plug it into there. Oh, okay. Disconnect, please. Okay. You're fine, you're fine. Don't explode. Don't explode. Okay, that's all I ask. Just don't explode. I don't want to lose any more hydrogen, okay? And then I wonder if I were to put these things and maybe make them, instead of 0.1, do like a full 1G. I know that is, oh, it is 0.1G. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, this is stressful. Let's see if I can destroy these tanks too, hey? Okay, so we're going to go up a little bit. We're going to go up all the way, I guess. Okay. So that'll go there. And then we're going to bring in this side first. Not all the way, but, you know, a little bit. Till we get to about, oh, right there seems good. And then we're going to take this in a little bit too. Oh, don't hit this, please don't hit the sail. Oh, okay, that was really, really close. Is that gonna hit this side of, okay. So now we can bring this down. Now, is that going to swing down and destroy itself? Or are we going to be kind of okay? Now, here's the thing. I don't have any way to align this. Oh, that is terrifying. So I need to put like some sort of a something on here. So that way I can see that better. But ideally, I would want this to be aligned with our little pit right there, which I think I managed to do. And then from here, I could do a handoff to maybe a smaller crane. And then that could just take this thing and then, you know, actually connect it. Or I could just use the tug at this point. But then again, if I use the tug at this point, I could have just used the tug the entire time. But, I mean, we are trying to make things more difficult. So, have we succeeded yet? I don't know. All right, and then we'll go with battered armor, and then that has to go onto the bottom there. Oh, and I need to have the magnet control on there too. Okay, so magnet can go under number 4. We'll do the switch lock. There we go. Now, I should have dropped that off, I think. I can't see it. Oh, no, that did not work. Okay. Okay, so I want this thing to disconnect, right? And then I want this thing. Oh, no. I didn't want you to fly off to the... This is annoying. All right, Tug. Need you again. Before I lose it. Where... And lose it, I mean the tank. Not my sanity. That was lost a long time ago. Okay, let's go and get it. All right, so we need to get this thing to connect sort of down into here somehow. Just go and connect. Thank you. Okay. So now very, very carefully, without hitting the tank on anything, we have to get it down into the hole there. And aligned. Okay, now I can back off. All right. Now, once this is connected, we can drain all of that out and put it somewhere. Okay. Dr. Glosino says the puckering was palpable. Okay. I'm fairly certain that I understand what you mean, and I'm just gonna nod my head and say, okay. All right. All right. What? I don't even know what I'm doing right now, man. Okay, so that, we're gonna connect this over to the bottom of the crane. So we're gonna need this little piece over here to go down, and then, all right, and then that can go here, I guess. so that then will mount that to the bottom of that, and then I have to get this over to here. So let's do that. And then this can go over to here, and then there we go. Apparently I need interior plates. Okay. Well, interior plates apparently are right there. All right. Now, once that's done, all of those should turn a lovely shade of green, and we should be getting some sort of atmosphere in here. Oh, it's not connected to everything else yet, so yeah, still not gonna work, but Gordon McAllister says, looking good, and I hate to miss the rest. Too many hours in this week, and I need snooze time. LOL. Cheers to you all. Thanks for joining. Do appreciate you stopping by, and sleep well. All right, so now that that is in there all the way, we can turn this back on, pull that in the rest of the way, and that should work out fairly nicely. There we go. Now we can just turn this thing back around to wherever it is that we want this to go, which, I don't know, that seems like a good place right there. All right, we are at 8:49. I think I am going to follow Gordon's example and get some much needed snooze time. If you guys didn't know, I did 3 videos earlier today on the new season of WoW Ascension. So if you're looking for something to watch, I made a new playlist for those. I'm keeping those at an hour long too. Mostly it's me running one of the modes that you can play in. It's called Adventure Mode. And you can put it at a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 being exceptionally difficult. Think of it like Nightmare on steroids. And then 0 would be like normal WoW Ascension gameplay. And I decided to go on 10. And I'm trying to run it solo. And I'm level 15 now. In 3 hours, I made it to level 15. So, yeah. Definitely interesting. But here is our lovely, completed, and functional crane. And it's a nice package, I think. Definitely looks interesting. I don't know if it's very piratey, but it does the job. So, and that's kind of most of what we needed this thing to do. But yeah, so Dr. Lino says, I'll say good night to then. Have a great night, and thank you for the content and explosions. Hopefully there won't be too many more of those explosions. I wasn't a fan of that. Anyways. Viking says, good night all. Okay, yeah, I already started one. Appreciate that. All right, so that is going to be it for me. Once again, thank you guys all for joining me. And if you like what you saw, join me again tomorrow night, where we will do the same thing, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedomland. Freedomland, by the way, is the US of A. Sorry to all of my viewers in other countries, but, I mean, come on. Come on. Anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, like I said, and